Has the film shown in Egypt?
Yeah, we have. I mean, we've shown. We were very careful showing the film in Egypt because we don't want it to be certainly under the military rule. We had to be very, very careful about showing the film in public. We showed first private screenings at home with our friends, other filmmakers. And this was very successful because they became aware of the film. There was a lot of talk, a lot of underground kind of, we are underground filmmakers in a sense. So in a way, this kind of secrecy about showing the film actually helped promote the film and also kept us out of the limelight and out of the kind of domestic attention. And that was important, I think, for a while. But now people have become aware of the film. We've shown it in some public venues. We showed it at the French Cultural Center. We showed it at the Ismailia Documentary Film Festival. And Arab critics have seen the film. They saw it in Dubai as well. And that was good because they wrote some great reviews of the film, and it created an awareness of the film. Even if people hadn't seen it, they had heard about it. And they had heard that we did very well at Sundance and major festivals, and I think we really also we had an advantage for coming out of the gate so fast, and that's really important. I think when you're the first film to talk about something, then you have that pole position. Audiences kind of will rally around your message, and that will be the message they remember. But if you're the third film or fifth film on any given topic, it's very difficult to change the perceptions of audiences or to even get their attention because they've already seen that story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to see another one. So that was very good for us in terms of the way the West accepted the film, and also it kind of feeds back into the domestic audience where, this film has done so well outside, it must be really good, and people have to see it. And we actually had a lot of pressure from filmmakers and activists to show the film, and to show it very prominently and proudly and publicly. I was a bit skeptical on that. I didn't want to expose myself and my family and our identities too much to the domestic audience, especially in these very sensitive times. But it's starting to now become more acceptable, and the danger threat is less now with Morsi coming in. And so we're going to show it more. We're going to show it more publicly. People are showing it on their own. Different cultural centers are showing it. And it resonates with the people because it really, it's so quick to forget. Everybody is so quick to forget what happened. And of course the authorities and the government and the military, they want everybody just to forget about everything that happened. And they're always trying to cover it up, whether it's, painting over the graffiti or arresting filmmakers or banning movies and stuff like that.
Is that still happening today?
Yeah. Yeah, it's happening. So we still have to be careful, but in a sense we do have some insurance because of the attention that we have gotten in the West, and journalists are aware of us, and film festivals are aware of us, audiences. So in a sense it would be counterproductive, I think, if anybody were to give us problems because of this film, because there's such support within the revolution for this. And when people see it, they really get transformed back to those days. They get a very clear reminder of what happened, not just in the street, but also in. There's an interesting phenomenon that we were able to document, which is, the home life, the paranoia, the fear, the emotions, what's happening. And this was really an indirect phenomenon that we were able to document and kind of layer into the film, where people are like, that's exactly what was happening at my house,
I guess.
And so that phenomenon was happening in every household around the country, this insecurity, this uncertainty of what was going to happen. So oftentimes, the story is not so direct. There's a direct story, but there's many indirect stories that, and subtleties and nuances that are happening in the emotional space of people, which is very hard to capture on its own. But cumulatively, you can kind of create an atmosphere with the film and draw out these very almost undocumentable moments and sort of subtext. And that's really, I think, that's what people really tuned into. I mean, they love of course, the crowds in the street and all the mayhem and the chaos and the power of the people, but it's also the fragility of individuals and the intimacy of friends and family that we're able to bring across in the film, and that's what Egyptians also really resonates with them. Mm-hmm. And it also, they see themselves in the film as well, even though we're not typical Egyptians. In fact, we're considered to be foreigners, even though I'm Egyptian. Our lifestyle is different, and obviously we're speaking English a lot of the time, and so we're not typical. But people see through that because they see a human story and they can relate to it. So I hope we'll show it more in Egypt, and I think as time goes on, it will be more and more acceptable to show it and really use it as a document of the revolution.